Those are two really good questions and very common questions. We have people that joined the dojo here well over a decade ago that came from another martial art, and they found this particular art, they found it satisfying to practice in, and they're still here. But they had black belts in other martial arts, in some cases second, third degree. If you look at this piece of paper, this is your original martial art, and when you come to our dojo, you have a crease in it. So once you fold a piece of paper, you can't get that crease out. It's stuck there. And your old martial art is going to be embedded in you permanently because that's what you started with. If you started with Taekwondo, if you started with Karate, Judo, Jiu-Jitsu, whatever it is, you're going to have shadows and remnants of that old martial art, like this crease in the paper, always part of who you are. And then you add on this next martial art on top of your base. Celebrate that. Don't think of it as a detriment. It's a good thing. I started in karate and then I added Budo after, and my style kind of was an amalgam of both. So a lot of people say, well, I can't come because I have a black belt in Taekwondo. I'm going to be a fish out of water. Now, it is obviously easier to teach someone with zero experience this particular art of Taijutsu, but you're going to have patterns of your old style. So don't let that deter you from starting another martial art. Go to whatever art you want to study, and again, celebrate and keep the old secrets that you have from your old art. You may have to redevelop some habits and the way you move your body, but it's quite possible. The other question was, if I'm a black belt in another martial art and I start at your dojo, do I start at white belt? Of course, you always do. I have black belts in other arts, and whenever I went to a new dojo, I started it fresh at white belt. It would be extremely presumptuous and arrogant to just say, well, I'm a black belt in baseball, and I'm going to go try football, so I expect to become a pro football player. No, it's a completely different thing. And the proper etiquette, as always, is you start at white belt no matter where you go to a new dojo. You don't start at black belt. It's a completely different martial art. Now, you may progress faster because you have all that experience and knowledge, but go into a dojo humble yourself to a white belt. It's a great way to start because we're all technically white belts forever, and then work your way up toward a new black belt, and then you might have multiple black belts. I can't imagine going into a dojo of another martial art and saying, well, I'm a 5th degree black belt in this martial art, so I expect a first showdown in yours. You have to start fresh. You have to be teachable and enjoy the process of always starting over again and again and again. This is the essence of Budo. Budo is not about hitting the precipice of the mountain, it's about the climb. Two great questions, really good questions. Remember the fold, remember your past, the old martial art. Keep those beautiful folds in your piece of paper, and then remember, whenever you start a new dojo, you must start at the beginning, as we all do. Good training to you all. Have a great day. Good questions. Keep them coming. Bye-bye.